Oh, good day, folks. Today, I'm going to have a go at making my own chips again, for once. I prefer to make my own chips. I've always preferred to make my own chips. But lately I've been using them from the greengrocers, already chipped in bags, and they're okay, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with them, but I prefer to do my own. Now, the other day, yesterday, I was actually out and I came across these potatoes. 4 potatoes cost me over $7. You know, I think it was a kilo and a half in the 4 potatoes, and I thought they were quite expensive. But if they do the job, they do the job. And I just thought I'd show you. They look pretty good, but that don't mean nothing. I've had potatoes before that I've done like this, and they've looked pretty good, and they've not crisped up. They've just had to take something off there. We'll see how we go, and I'm going to chip them myself, and I'll bring you back then when I do that. Okay, folks, got the machine out, the chipper. Let's have a look, see what we can do. Got to be careful you don't get your fingers caught in this. One done. Now that's what I was afraid of, when they do that. For some reason. Oh well, we got it. We lost a little bit. We lost a bit there like that, but that can fry up. You get a few little things like that from the sides, but that you toss them. You don't really need them. Well, that's the 4 potatoes that I bought yesterday. Now, I've got 1 more potato left from my last batch. I don't know whether it's the same type. But it looks pretty close. That's it, if I need it. That's the only potato left I've got in the place after I've done these. There we go. There we go. Bit too much. Does a good job of them. Like I say, every few minutes I can save is worth it to me. Now I'm going to keep these soak, let them soak, get rid of the rubbish. You only get a little bit of rubbish out of them. I might fry them up, but I can always toss them. If I have to. Give them a soak, get rid of all the starch. You want dry chips when you put them in the fryer too, so they tell me. So I've always done that, and give them a good wash. You give them a good wash, and Bob's your uncle, Annie's your aunt. So, I'm going to do them in my chip fryer. No air fryer for me for that, but I'll be doing the chicken in the air fryer. Does a good job of chicken in an air fryer, and pork. It does any meat's good if you take the time to learn how to do it. It's a fine line. Well, there you go. That was close. Nearly went in the sink. So I'll bring you back in a short while. It's only 4 o'clock. My son's at work today in the office, and apparently I've had a message to say that it'll be very late tonight. Every time I do chips, he's always late. I don't know, but I can't believe how it works out that way. It really is strange. But that's what happens every time. So anyway, it's not his fault. It's his office fault, because apparently with it being Easter, it's his last day. He'll work from home tomorrow, but they've got a lot of catching up to do to get everything done for Easter, because the following week we've got Anzac Day, which is another day off. So we get some good holidays in Australia. I'm not complaining. It just this is used to happen when I was in the workforce every time. When I had my own business, I was contractor. In the food industry, and Christmas, Easter, any major holidays, long weekends, you work your butt off, because if you was a day short, or 2 days short, or 3 days short, you had to do your deliveries because people shop differently. And I supplied all the major supermarkets in Australia, in the area that I lived, of course. And I had a massive area. I had the Parramatta area, and it went for miles. Or the border of my patch was massive. It was very, very lucrative as well, but the problem was you'd work 2 or 3 days and have the rest of the week off with Easter and Christmas and things, and you think, wow, look how much money I made. But you didn't make anything different. It worked out pretty well the same as what you would have done if you'd have worked the normal week. And you worked your butt off for it, but you ended up getting a couple of days off. That was the benefit. But I worked longer hours, so that's life. in the big city. I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, there you go, all nice and dry now, ready to go in the, I'll put some light on, all ready to go in the fryer. I'm not doing 2 batches, bugger off. I'm a 1 batch man. Shut up, Dennis. Wow, there's a few here. Oh my goodness. Hope it doesn't boil over. That's not too bad. Anyhow, I've left a couple behind. Not that it matters. There, I've got the pan on. They're ready to go, and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to start cooking, because I'm not going to do 5 times like Sheep Unit did, and they were, I'm not taking anything away from him, they were brilliant chips he did, absolutely brilliant. I'm very impressed with them, but I ain't got time. But I'm going to have a go and try, that's why I'm starting a bit early, of doing 3 times, or what my dad would say, thrice times cooked. Is there a word called thrice? Thrice times? I always remember that. If he did anything 3 times, it was always thrice. And he was a pretty intelligent man, unless he made the word up, I don't know. But I have heard it before. But it's if it is a word, it's an old-fashioned word. And he was an old-fashioned guy. He was born in 1916. And he was well, what do you call them? Grammar school educated. And he had a good education. He almost went to university only because of his dad. He didn't get on with his dad very well, although his dad was a fairly rich man. Like everything else, there was problems. I mean, I'm not saying he didn't love him, don't get me wrong. He definitely didn't dislike him, but they did have their disagreements. My dad had a car as soon as he could. He could drive. He taught himself to drive when he was 16, and when he was 18, his dad said, "I'll buy you a car, providing you teach me to drive." Yeah, right. Knowing my granddad way, he was bad-tempered. Ooh, he was very authoritative, you know. But that was his job. He bossed people around. And my dad tried to teach him to drive, and he used to get cranky because he couldn't do it properly. And in temporary, he went and sold the car, and he bought it for my dad. That's the sort of guy he was. He didn't muck about. A bit like me. I don't muck about either. I must have got it off my granddad weight. But my granddad, my mum's dad, he was like my brother, very placid. Bomb could go off next to him and he'd say, "What was that?" Lovely guy. So there's two different sides of the family. A volatile side and a very calm side. And I'm somewhere in the middle. Because I'm very calm till I get riled. Once I get riled, start ducking. Alright, I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, I got the chips on the go for the first soaking. Now I'm going to prepare the chicken. Now what I had this massive chicken that I got from Coles's, and the chicken at the moment is very cheap in Australia. And I got this massive chicken. I don't know how much now because I've had it in a while. I took it out of the freezer yesterday, and I've got to dry it off now. But what I did, I couldn't get it in the air fryer. It was too big, and that's a mistake I've made before. And the top gets burnt before it cooks the inside, so it gets overcooked on the outside and probably undercooked on the inside. So I'm not going to make that mistake again. So what I've done, I spatchcocked it. And I'm going to just put some flavourings on it. Only takes half an hour in the air fryer for a chicken this size roughly. So I'm not going to put this on yet, but I'm going to put the Old Bay on. Just keep my eye on these chips because I don't want to overdo them. I don't want to overdo them because I want to cook them thrice cook them, 3 times cook them. So what I'm going to do, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a glove on, as my grandson used to call them, glubs with a B. And we carry it on now. I like these gloves, they fit. You can hardly tell you got a glove on. I've got some others in there, but I had to get them for my son. Because he's got massive hands. And I mean big hands. He's a big lad. I'm going to put that over there, because I'm going to take the chips out in a minute. I like this Old Bay. I didn't think I would, but it's not hot. Oh, damn it, I should have put some oil on. I knew I should have. I can still do that. No drama, Mrs. Morris. What oil am I going to put on? I'll put some grapeseed oil on. Get it working. I want to clean these out the other day. It doesn't take long for them to get jammed up. Heap of crap. It's supposed to be a fine spray. Yeah, right. Turn it over. It's quite expensive, this Old Bay, actually. Mind, it's from America. It's imported. But I like it. They've got one in the lolly shop near Coles's in Queen Street Mall. They've got a tub there and it's $22, but it's about 4 times bigger than this. This was $5 from Woolies. Time to take these chips out now, I think. There's a bit of cleaning to do now. That'll do with that. I think that's enough. Now, stick them under there like that. I've greased the tray. And in she goes. Paper towel, what to do with it? Now, I'm gonna put some oil on here now with my other hand, which is a lot easier to do, which I didn't do before. Come on, Jesus, it's freeing up. Missed a bit there. Stuff it, use my hand, not putting a glove on just for that. I just want that on just to crisp the chicken up. Excuse me while I wash my hands. And my board. So we're going to do some buttered corn with this, and it's chicken, chips and buttered corn. That's all it's going to be. And oh, what did I do today? You're not going to believe this. I can hardly believe it. I was talking, well, I wasn't talking to anybody. I saw an ad on the TV, which I don't normally watch. Oh no, it was on the internet, and it was advertising cocoa. So what I did today, I made an Italian style cocoa drink for my wife Beryl, instead of making her a coffee when I had my coffee at 10 o'clock. After I've finished washing her, and I sit down and have 5 minutes with her and a cup of coffee. But today, instead of giving her a cup of coffee, I made her wasn't hot chocolate so much as, well, it was hot chocolate I suppose, but what I did, I put 2 heaped dessert spoons of cocoa in a cup, and then I put it in a pan, and then I put 3 big chunks of dark 70% chocolate in the pan, and a teaspoon of raw sugar, and then I put a cup of milk in. I measured a cup of milk with a cup. It said to put some vanilla in, but I didn't put any vanilla. I've got heaps of vanilla, but I didn't put any in. So next time I do it, might put some maple syrup in, or some something like that, you know, just for the hell of it, you know, or some honey, you know, or a bit of both. See how she likes. Anyway, I made it, and I brought it up just under the boil, give it a good stir, melt till the chocolate was melted. And it was beautiful chocolate. It was European chocolate. I suppose it came from Holland, Dutch chocolate, which is supposed to be the best. And I couldn't believe how she got stuck into it. Normally I have trouble feeding her a second cup of coffee, because we usually have one when we get up. I usually get myself washed, changed, dressed, then do her, and then we have another cup of coffee. And the second cup of coffee is usually the hardest one to get down her. But not this chocolate. Oh my goodness me. Was that worth it? You know? She wolfed that down, and she had about 10 or 12 sips, and I said to her, "That's nice, isn't it?" And she nodded. I said, "Do you like it?" And without a word of a lie, she looked me right in the face and said out aloud, "Of course." No, yeah, what was it she said? She spoke twice today. That was the other one. She said, "I love it. I love it." She said it twice, that's right. And before that, I was getting her up to go and get her showered. I said, "Can you stand up for me out of the chair?" She said, "Of course I can." I said it quite annoying, and give me the dirtiest look. "Of course I can." Oh well, that's a turn up for the books. It looks like I'm in trouble again. So she's spoken to me about 5 times in round about a week. Well, it'll be a week tomorrow. So no, it'll be a week on Saturday. So I was chuffed as little meatballs. So I'll bring you back in a bit when I get the chips on again, and we'll see how we go from there. Okay, let's see how this chicken's gone. Oh, have a look at that. The only way to cook a chicken or most meats is in an air fryer, I'm telling you, and it doesn't get greasy like a lot of others. Now I've got to just do a little bit of shuffling around here. We'll put that there. Got to get this out without a hassle. And should have been in the other way around. Jesus! It's going to fall apart. Ouch! I need to get under there like that. Get me cloth. Come on, Granville, where's your cloth? On the board. On the boardwalk. Right then. I'll put chips on, finish the chips off in a minute. Now, how am I going to do this? I want you to see what I'm doing here. But I want this out of the way so I don't trip up over it or knock it. That's it. Got my knife. Well, there it is, folks. Chips look alright. I don't know how good they're going to be. It depends on the spuds. Oh yeah. They're the best spuds I've done for a while. So, oh hello. Let's have a look at this chicken. Looks pretty moist, doesn't it? We can get you in the right light. I ain't going to cook chicken any other way, I'm telling you. Let me know how you do it. There's other good ways of doing chicken. I'll do it on the barbecue, I'll do it all sorts of ways, but that's the best way. And chips are awesome. We won about $7.60 or something for 4 spuds. I don't often eat chicken skin, but I'm going to try some tonight because it's very, 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 very crispy. So there we go. See how good that is? Still crispy. Nice flavour. Anyway, that's it, folks. I turned my camera off before when I was slicing the chicken. I forgot to turn it back on, so you missed that bit. Silly old fool. That's what happens when you get old. Thrice cooked chips. Remember that one, sheep unit? Let me know what you think of them chips. So, proper chips. My own chips. Don't get better chips than that, mate. And they're not greasy. Look at that chicken. Oh, I'll clean the bloody floor again. Yum. Right, I'm going to go and sit with the missus. My son got home earlier than he thought tonight. He was home for 6:10. So he's done good. He's working from home tomorrow. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video and you stayed till the end, give it a like. Spread the word. That helps spread the word. It's something to do with the algorithm. Share the video with your mates, your friends, your family, whoever. No restrictions on that. Leave your comments, let me know what you think of this. Let me know how you do it. If there's anything there that you think I might be able to do for you, I'll check it out, and if I think I can do it, I'll have a go at it. I won't make no promises though. I'm not that good. I still haven't got round to doing sheep unit stuff. Jeez, I can't keep up with your sheep unit. Sergeant, Fury Toes. Sorry, sheep unit, I didn't mean you. That bloody Sarge. He must be on a production line. Bit more chicken. I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to take this, sit next to my missus. She spoke to me twice today. I'm wrapped. So, till the next one, I'll say goodbye. What are you talking about, Willis? It's ta-ra! Ta-ra? Ta-ra for now.